How many people want to make movies? Right? Everyone wants to do entertainment stuff. It's fun. Well, it takes a crap ton of work. I'm going at it for 10 years. I finally just produced my own. As he said, it's an independent feature. It's about a redneck who's larger in life. And it took a lot of work, a lot of help, a lot of luck. And but it's definitely a process. And I actually day play as a career coach. So I write resumes for people. I look at you people and I'm like, you guys are in such a good opportunity right now in your life to start working at something. Because if I can go back, I would have started trying to be an actor when I was 16. Because when you start when you're 25, you're not going to get on the Nickelodeon shows. You're not going to get cast as a 20-something hottie, of course. But for real, though, you guys, it's such a good opportunity right now to actually start working at something. And it sucks because you want to play the Candy Crush, or you want to go hit on the chicks, or you want to go play baseball. I love gaming. I love playing video games when I'm relaxing. But I took advantage of it when I was younger because I didn't really care about what I was going to be when I grew up. And that's the thing. That's the dictation between you and somebody who's going to be successful and somebody who's going to be 25, driving a Bentley, have a house already. You know, I still live in an apartment, and it sucks. I'm in my mid-30s, you know. But being self-employed is rewarding. But I just wish I would have started younger at something. So if you're interested in the entertainment opportunity, entertainment business, you just got to start learning it now. And that was one of the biggest highlights of my life up to this point, was making a movie. It cost me almost 20 grand, and I had a ton of free help, and that was cheap. It's almost done. It'll be done in a year. It takes 3 years, you know, to finish the darn thing. But and I'm recently I'm a career coach, so I recently self-published a book. So those are probably the only things I got going on in life. And I'm married, so. But it's important to gain knowledge on any subject you're going into, right? Because if you're going to want to be a director, I want to be Steven Spielberg. Spielberg started making movies when he was 6. You know what I mean? Like, he did. He started putting things together. And that's just, you know, obviously talent meets, everyone's going to be a Spielberg, but anybody. If you want to direct a movie, you don't just go and show up on one film set and then you're like, oh, I want to be a director. You got to freaking learn the business. You got to learn all the different parts of it. And all the intricacies of how everybody works with it. Because I've been on film sets before, you know, they had 200 crew members, and not one of them wasn't there for a reason. Every single person had a job attached to what they're doing. It's nuts. It's insane. I've worked with, you know, some big name people too. I had a scene with Ken Jeong. I had a scene with Colin Firth, and you think to yourself, how the hell am I in this spot? How am I in this spot? You know, how do you become an actor? That's what I get a lot. A lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of crying, a lot of clawing your ass off, sorry. And you're going to have to do that in your life now. If you want to do something, if you want to be an engineer, if you want to be in economics, whatever, if you want to be the master at it, you got to start now. You can't go home and play video games. I know it sucks, but take 30 minutes a day just to do something towards your end goal. And by the end of the year, you've accumulated 2,000 hours. What's Macklemore say, 10,000 hours? That's just a known proverb. It's known thing then, 10,000 hours, you can master something. You know, everyone says, how'd that guy become an overnight star? Well, it took him 10 years. You know, everybody takes 10 years to get somewhere. And so, again, I wish I would have started earlier. Everybody know Dave Chappelle? Is he too old now?
Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle Show. He's the guy who made Half Baked. Everybody ever see Half Baked?
Oh, yeah.
He's the dude in Half Baked, right? That guy started doing stand-up comedy when he was 16. He told his mom to take me to these comedy clubs. I don't even know who he was until his late 20s. It took him 12 years of grinding just to start doing something. Oh, yeah, that's on. But you can't just go up to a stand-up show and start rattling off jokes. Let's get back to the English thing. I think he wants me to talk about word usage. I don't know, word usage. So, you know, you need a shtick if you're doing stand-up, right? You're going to go and you're going to prepare for it, right? English language. I hated English. I hated vocabulary. I hated synonyms and homonyms. But now I'm starting to get into it because I want to be a perfectionist in my art. You know, I'm a screenwriter, but that's what I'm trying to do in life. I ain't trying to be an actor. I ain't trying to be a producer. That stuff's tough. Acting's hard. But writing, it's easy for me. It comes easy for me. But you got to learn structure. You got to learn the structure behind a movie. Every time you guys sit down and watch a movie you like, the story gets you involved, right? Everyone likes Breaking Bad because the story is phenomenal. The way that story's told, though, there's formulas, and I had to learn that stuff. So it takes you forever to get to the point where you're actually going to make your own thing. But I'm telling you, if you guys start now, English is so important in this because I would have never thought in high school I was going to actually sign up for a daily vocabulary word. You know what I mean? And now I have 3 in my inbox every morning. I learn a new word every day. Not that I'm going to remember them all, but it's weird. It's like you just start getting this little itch in life that you're like, okay, I got a family. I got kids. I don't want to be a loser. I don't want to be like my older brother who's in and out of jail. You know, whatever your scenario is, you can be somebody. And it starts with educating yourself. Learning the English language is such a big beneficial thing because in anywhere you're going to go, whether you're going to do sales, whether you're going to do, account stuff, whatever, you got to talk to people. And your competition that are 16 years old right now playing Halo, yeah, we all love that. I use that guy's shirt. Saw that in the audience. Yeah, right. He's like, huh? Yeah. I want to play Halo too, but you just got to do a little bit of hard work because your competition already is. They're already trying to succeed in life. And I'll tell you what, the anxieties of life, all that stuff goes away when you got a little bit of a path. Because as you get older, your brain starts taking over, and then you're screwed. So enjoy it now before it takes over. But I'm telling you, it's good because it keeps you motivated. You feel good about yourself at the end of the day. It's like trying to get on a diet. I mean, I dropped 100 pounds in like 2 years because I was just getting to that point, man. I was just letting myself go. But you got to just start taking initiative. I'm telling you, take it now. Master some language. You're going to sell hot dogs. You got to know how to talk and tell the people, hey, you're a vegan, but you're going to like this hot dog. High school. All right. We're in high school. Enjoy yourself, right? Take it serious, all right? It takes 10 years to become a master, as I said, but the sooner you get going, the more accelerant you're going to be, the more money you're going to get paid. Everyone wants to own a boat, go down to the channel and fish or whatever your goals are. But to do that, you got to make money. And it's hard to make money in a hospitality town, right? We're on Wilmington. This is a great city to hang out and just get buy-in, but it's tough to get ahead in this place. You got to be competitive in this place. So unless you're going to go to like Chicago or something, you got to start putting yourself out there and learning. Stay the course. Keep educating yourself. Seek out people in the industry. If you're going to try to do something, it's best to just talk to somebody who's already done it. Any of you guys want to know how to make a movie, feel free to ask Mr. Cedor and he'll relay it to me. Yep. Sometimes you got to prove yourself a little before some of these folks will talk to you, but that's all right. Just start working at it and start asking important questions. Don't ask them how do I become an actor. Ask them how do you inflict emotion and blah blah blah. You start getting technical stuff. If you want to be a guitar player, if you want to do whatever, you got to learn the chords before you can start playing around with the chords. This guy made a movie called Pulp Fiction, which is probably one of the best, probably top 5 movies of all time. But do you think he wrote Pulp Fiction as his first movie? This guy probably wrote 50 scripts before Pulp Fiction, and the only way he pulled off Pulp Fiction that was so wildly weird and different is because he mastered the structure of screenwriting, and then he flipped it. He knew at that point he could flip the way a story's told, and something we never saw before in our life. That's how these guys become masters. They learn the basics, they educate themselves on basics, and then they master the basics, and then they can do whatever they want. Then they can have some fun. Okay, who we got? Yeah, every day I'm coaching people, trying to get them on paths, so it's kind of my expertise is just trying to find people paths. A lot of times people just don't know what they want to do, and I tell them, let's start with what you got going on that you like. If you guys like singing, if you like dancing, whatever, American Idol's always there, but that's an easy way out, man. You know who make it are the people that are in the clubs every weekend, jamming out, man, trying to get a name, trying to put out CDs. That's what you got to do, the hard work. There's no shortcuts in life. There's very, very, very few people that are going to make it as a shortcut, like Kelly Clarkson that gets through on a show. Yeah, she's talented, and she probably busted her hump to get to that point to be able to win something. That's an old winner. Who's a newer winner? McCreary. There you go, McCreary. Baby, lock them doors. But